What's going on, folks? Real quick on this edition here, the Space Invaders. Welcome. I just want to drop in real quick. I was prepping for the new show for this week, and something popped up on my radar, and I felt the need to share it with my residents of NC. We have price gouging issues going on, and we all knew that this would be going on all around the country. We already knew this was going on, but we have an issue in North Carolina, okay, with some of the top retailers, not just in this state but in the country, and we just gonna go in, and this is what I was talking about during the pandemic. During this pandemic, we're going to see, these greedy mongers, these corporations. Some people may say, oh, well, that's just one of their locations. No, every one location of these corporations are the face of these corporations. Let's just be clear on that. So we got a Dollar General in Camden, okay, in North Carolina. This Dollar General is at 917 NC 343 South Shallow, has paid $5,000 in fines. An initial inspection in October found a 10% error rate based on 5 overcharges in a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in November found an 18% error based on 54 overcharges in a 300-item lot. The store will be re-inspected. So as we see, they were at 5,000, had paid a $5,000 fine back in October for a 10%, gouge, and then they turned right back around the next month in November and got an 18%. They went up. So if they wouldn't have got caught, they would have continued to keep doing this. And you say why? Okay, okay. So now we go to Chowan. Again, this is all North Carolina here. Okay, these are 22 businesses in North Carolina that were cited for price gouging. They try to use they try to use scan error. They try to use another type of word. No, a scan error. I worked in retail as well as many of you may have worked in retail at some point in your life, okay? We all know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know a scan error when you're in retail is, hey, somebody see something on a shelf, they bring it, you scan it, at checkout, and it may be ringing up for more, or it may be ringing up for less. Whatever the situation is, you can go in right there and fix that error. You can correct that error. Okay? That's a price scan error. These people are overcharging people, and people are walking out the store. You're not fined. You don't get fined just because there's a price scan error, because you won't need to fine them, because you could just go in. A cashier can just go in. Not the cashier. They might have to get with the assistant manager or the store manager or third key if they still use third keys. I know like stores like Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Trees. They will have third keys. I don't know if they still have those positions anymore, but it's like a third key is under a supervisor pretty much. They're able to have the key to do those type of things, cancel out, because the cashier can't do that, all right? Like the cashier just doesn't have that, unless they're a third key working at the register. So moving on, Chowan Dollar General at 1503 Virginia Road in Edenton has paid a total of $10,000 in fines. An initial inspection in August found 16% error rate based on 8 overcharges and 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in September found a 12.67% error rate based on a 38 overcharges and 300-item lot. A third inspection in November found 13.67% error rate based on a 41 overcharge and a 300 item lot. The store will be re-inspected. So you see, these stores just keep going up. They just keep going up, keep going up. In Durham, Walmart at 1049 Durham Road, Roxborough, has paid $1,260 in fines. An initial inspection in August found a 4% error rate based on 4 overcharges in a 100-item lot. A follow-up inspection in September found a 3.67% error rate based on 11 overcharges in 300-item lot. The store passed inspection in November. Hertford, Dollar General at 914 West Main Street, Murfreesboro, has paid $5,000 in fines. An initial inspection in October found a 14% error rate based on 7 overcharges in a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in November found 17.67% error rate based on 53 overcharges in 300-item lot. The store will be re-inspected. Nash, Walmart, at 1205 Eastern Ave, Nashville. This is Nashville, North Carolina. Has paid $5,000 in fines. An initial inspection in September found a 6% error rate based on 6 overcharges in an item lot. A follow-up inspection in October found 13% error rate based on 39 overcharges in 300 item lot. The store will be re-inspected. New Hanover, Walmart, at 5226 Sigmund Road, Wilmington, North Carolina, has paid $3,665 in fines. An initial inspection in May found a 3% error rate based on 3 overcharges in a 100-item lot. Follow-up inspection in June found 4.33% error rate based on 13 overcharges in a 13-item lot. A third inspection in August found a 7% error rate based on 12 overcharges in a 300-item lot. A fourth inspection in October found a 4% error rate based on 12 overcharges in a 300-item lot. The store will be re-inspected. So you tell me why you keep why they keep doing it. Another in New Hanover. Okay, that was a Walmart in New Hanover, and now this is a Dollar General in New Hanover. Seem like y'all like ripping off the people in New Hanover, huh? Let's go. Dollar General at 1136 Lake Park Boulevard, Carolina Beach, has paid $4,550 in fines. An initial inspection in June found a 14% error rate based on 7 overcharges in a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in July found a 5% error rate based on 15 overcharges in a 300-item lot. A third inspection in September found a 6% error rate based on 18 overcharges in a 300-item lot. The store passed inspection in November. More. All right. Dollar General at 1369 North Sand Hills Boulevard, Aberdeen, North Carolina, has paid $2,655 in fines. An initial inspection in September found a 12% error rate based on 6 overcharges in a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in October found an 18% error rate based on 24 overcharges in a 300-item lot. Okay? Let me see here, y'all. The store passed, they said they passed inspection in December. All right. So that was more Aberdeen, North Carolina. All right. Let's go here. Randolph, Dollar General at 435 Highway 49 South Ashboro has paid $975 and owes $1,800 in fines. In an initial inspection in August, found a 6% error rate based on 3 overcharges in a 50-item lot. Follow-up inspection in September found a 3% error rate based on 9 overcharges in a 300-item lot. A third inspection in December found a 3.67% error rate based on 11 overcharges in a 300-item lot. The store will be re-inspected. Another Randolph County, that was Dollar General in Randolph. This is another Randolph County. This is Walmart at 2628 South Main Street, High Point, has paid $2,940 in fines. I don't know why they saying Randolph. That Walmart. That's still that's a Guilford County. Yeah. But anyways, has that Walmart at 2628 South Main Street, High Point, has paid $29.40 in fines. An initial inspection in September found 3% error rate based on 3 overcharges and a 100-item lot. A follow-up inspection in October found an 11% error rate based on 33 overcharges and a 300-item lot. The store will be re-inspected. Sampson County. Dollar General at 14265 Spivey's Corner Highway in Newton Grove, North Carolina, has paid $4,175 in fines. An initial inspection in June found an 8% error rate based on 4 overcharges and a 50-item lot. Another Sampson County Dollar General at 608 East Highway 24, Roseboro, has paid $6,835 in fines. An initial inspection in June found a 12% error rate based on 6 overcharges and a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in July found 15% error rate based on 45 overcharges and a 300-item lot. A third inspection in September found a 4.33% error rate based on 13 overcharges and a 100-item lot. At this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run down the addresses from this point. This is in Surrey County at Dollar General at 5114 North Renfro Street in Mount Airy. Okay, they have paid so far $5,000 in fines, and they had 2 inspections. Okay, you got in Union County. Okay, Walmart at 2101 Young Street, Indian Trails, has paid $2,700 and owes $2,960 in fines. They passed inspection in November, of 2021. Vance County Dollar General at 35 North Oliver Drive in Henderson has paid $5,000 in fines. They will also be, the stores, they had a last inspection in October. The store is supposed to be re-inspected. Wake County, okay, Family Dollar at 100-139 Raleigh Boulevard has paid, good gracious, has paid a total of $17,315 in fines. An initial inspection in October. I gotta read this, y'all. I'm gonna read this one because they got, so far, this is the most out of everybody. They've been fined $17,315. This is in Wake County. This is Raleigh, North Carolina. This is a Family Dollar at 100-139 Raleigh Boulevard. Okay, $17,315 is what they've been fined. An initial inspection in October of 2020 found a 10% error rate based on 5 overcharges and a 50-item lot. A follow-up inspection in November 2020 found 8.67% error rate based on 26 errors. Third inspection in January 2021 found a 6.67% error rate based on 20 overcharges and a 300-item lot. A fourth inspection in March found a 7.33% error rate based on 22 overcharges. Oh God, I'm missing my place here. A fifth inspection in June found a 8.33% error rate based on 25 overcharges. A sixth inspection in August found a 4.33% error rate based on 13 overcharges. The store passed inspection in October. Did they? Did they really pass the inspection, or y'all just got tired of going there? Let's remember, it's 100 counties here, right? So, did they really pass? Because $17,000 in fines, man, and for me here, it looks like for 6 months, y'all went back and forth to them, and they just kept going up and down, up and down, up and down with they never completely dropped, So we see here, it just says the store passed inspection. So y'all had to go back the 7th time, the store passed inspection. Or did they? Okay, let's move on here. Okay, we got Wake County again. We got a Target at 41. For Wake County, this is Raleigh. Okay, this is all North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Target at $41.91. The Circle at North Raleigh has paid $4,560 and owes $1,685 in fines. Okay. Watauga County, Tractor Supply at 2221 Old 421 South Boone, North Carolina has paid $615 in fines. An initial inspection in July found a 6% error rate. Wayne County, Family Dollar at 102 Five Points Road, Goldsboro, North Carolina has paid $4,260 in fines and owes $3,035 in fines. Wayne County again, Dollar General at 100 Genoa Crossing Drive, Goldsboro, NC has paid $2,790 in fines. Wayne County again, Dollar General at 3334 U.S. Highway 13, South Goldsboro has paid $3,075 in fines. This is all for price gouging, folks. These businesses, these locations have been tagged, hit by the state, for price gouging. Yadkin County, Dollar General at 103 West Main Street, East Bend, North Carolina has paid $4,980 in fines. Okay, now let's stop right here, ladies and gentlemen. Now we know all of these places, right? Some of these places, if you're from North Carolina, they're out in the country, right? And so, what puzzles the heck out of me, is we talking Dollar General and Family Dollar. These are heavily, people shopping these locations, those businesses. They frequent them every day. Every day they getting business. They're not missing. Okay, I can tell you from my experience, and I worked in those type of stores. I worked and managed a Family Dollar many years ago, and we talking about early 2000s, okay? And they had multi-million-dollar stores, okay? Multi-million-dollar stores. We talking about, we're not talking about Walmart, because Walmart, first of all, Walmart, the family alone, they're the richest family in the United States, okay? That's fact. You can Google it. So I don't even understand why they even do what they do, okay? I don't even understand that. I don't even understand it. The whole customer service to me is just like sucks. So but I don't even understand it. It's a love and a hate thing with me and the Walmart thing, but they put you in a box, and to where we lost a lot of small businesses when you look at the South, and the major cities. You find more of those big box stores like that, Walmart, they all around. And I feel like they took away from the small business. That's just my opinion, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. So that's why it's a love and a hate thing with me. But because I see the game, and let's be clear, they're not a grocery chain. Let's just be clear here with that. That's just some added on stuff. But moving on, but you got Dollar Generals and things of that nature, those type of stores, Family Dollars, this, that, and the third. But we just talking about the Family Dollars, the Dollar Generals, and we see the Walmarts. This is mainly on that list. And you have a couple of smaller, like the Tractor Supply and things of that nature that popped up in here. And you had a Target. But 95% of this list is Dollar Generals and Walmart, Family Dollars. That's what's on this. And you're thinking like, come on, man, why are you charging people like that? Why are you price gouging? Why are you doing that? You people been getting money. You've been in business for a very long time. People frequent your stores. Let's be clear here. Those Family Dollars, those Dollar Trees, they get their items in bulk containers. That's why they able to sell their stuff so cheap. They were getting it in containers for the low, okay? Those cargo containers that come in, they get those things, okay? They have their containers. They get those things. They have massive warehouse, okay? The closest one where I'm at is right in Danville, Virginia. Dollar General has a warehouse there. Okay, I don't clearly know what Family Dollars is, but I know what Dollar General's is, and they're in and out all day. Like I said, I'm in the transportation business, so I know. All right, there's no reason for that. You got a lot of these greedy folks during this time. They still wanna they're getting money and they still just trying to drain the people's pockets. That just grinds me, man. Like I despise that. And the only thing I can say is, as people, okay, we need to stop shopping at these places, period, that is going to take advantage. Now, I would like to know those people in those areas, and I know it probably will be a little much for some people, because some of those places are out in the country and you got to drive a ways probably to the next. But I also see that in some of the locations in North Carolina, there's 2 Dollar Generals that are hit with price gouging. Only thing I can say that is, ladies and gentlemen, people, we all make mistakes, but that's no mistake. These people are just greedy. And what needs to happen is people have to stop spending their money with folks. And I would think that in this time that people would have really start examining where they're spending their money at, and watching and seeing what's going on, and how are these corporations actually trying to help the people, ease the, cushion the fall. Because let's stop and think about it. These type of businesses, they've been getting money from us for years, okay? For years. So when there's a time when people are in need, why aren't you doing what you can, banding together? See, we as a country, we ask the country to do things. Hey, let's band together. We got to stick together. We ask those things, but when we step back and look at it, to be honest with you, the people who are doing it the most are the working class, the people who out here, really keeping this country afloat. So it's evident right now when we look at this, when I just read this list for you, it's evident you got these corporations, and that's just this. So imagine how much of that is going on all around the country. You can go to the website, the NC Agriculture and Consumer Services. Go to the website. You'll see this list that I just read of the 22 stores, okay? It's ncagr.gov, all right? You go there and check it out, folks. I'm not trying to hold up much of your time. I just want to drop in and let y'all know about that, because I was preparing and getting my notes together for the show where I'm going to be speaking on Ukraine and Russia, in the United States and NATO, the whole situation, what's been going on about that. I was prepping for that, and I'm, doing, my due diligence, and then I'm coming across this here, and I figured, hey, let me share this with the people, and just because you're not, living in any of these places, not to say that we haven't been hit with these type of things as well. Let's just remember, it's 100 counties here, so they can't get around to everywhere and inspect. So just imagine how many businesses that we may have been frequent and going to in the past year have been doing this to us. And most of us been feeling it and knowing it, but you don't have no proof of it, But if you have, and if you really believe that you, how they say, victim of being a scan error and in the businesses that you frequent, call 984-236-4750. Again, 984-236-4750 if you're in North Carolina. And share your complaints with them. Put it on the radar if because in times like this, we can't have that, folks. People out here, trying to make it and dealing with a lot. And we have these greedy corporations. And like I said earlier, some people may say, oh, that's just that one location. No. Each location that these corporations have, that is the face of their corporation. That's a stain on their corporation. That's not just that one store. No, that's on your whole rack. That's on your whole sheet for your business. So you're tagged as such. It's not gonna be, oh no, that's the Dollar General and Indian Trails. That's not the whole corporation. We can't. No, yes we can. Those prices come down from those stores. Don't make their prices. Let's be clear on that. No one store just creates their prices. The prices come from the corporate. Okay? Pricing comes from corporate. Let's be clear on that. Wherever you shopping at, it doesn't just come from that one store. It comes from corporate. Corporate sends down and tells what you need to adjust those prices to. And you go around and you change the tags, and you change those tags on those items. They're already in the system marked as such. Now, like I said, you have situations where an item can be marked. It can be marked up on the shelf or whatever, or on the rack or whatever, and when you bring it to the counter, it's actually for a lower price. Or it could be vice versa. It could be for a lower price on there. It could be for a lower price on the rack, but it's actually scanning higher when you get to the register. And then at that point, the cashier contacts a third key, if they even still have those around, supervisor or management, somebody to come to adjust that price. That's how that works, and that's a scan error. You know, that's a scan error because you scanned it. It was an error with that item. You get someone, if you're a cashier, if you're not the supervisor, if you don't have authority to make those changes, because some companies don't allow the cashier. That's why if you ever go into retail and there's an issue with your item, or even if you're trying to return something, the cashier, most you see cashiers are not authorized to do that. They have to call their manager or whatever, someone in management, to come and correct it, fix the error. Whatever the error is that you may have as a consumer, they might can't do it. If you see a cashier doing it, maybe that company allows their cashiers to do the correct errors of merchandise. Or you may be just being or you may be getting rang up by someone in management. So, it's different things, ladies and gentlemen. I know, and a lot of you that worked in retail, you can back me on that and know that what I'm saying is fact right there. So yeah, the prices come down from corporate. So let's be clear on that. So we can't just say, oh, that was that location. No, that's the corporation, because one store can't change a price. If a store trying to do that, what's going to happen? Corporate's going to be calling that store, and he's going to call the manager. Hey, what's going on? They're going to call. Hey, they got people looking at that money every day. They got people watching when you making the money drops and stuff like that. And let I don't care. It's a penny off. Management gets a call. Hey, that drop you made last night was a penny off. Do you know? Yeah, a penny. Some of you may say, what, a penny? No, actually a penny. That every cent, okay? When you making deposits, every cent, okay? They're counting their money to the last red cent. So let's just be clear here. I know that. I've been in management, so I can tell you that. So that's a case of price gouging, 22 stores around North Carolina. Once again, you can go to ncagr.gov, and you can get that list. That's the North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. You could call the North Carolina Agriculture and Consumer Services 984-236-4750 if you feel that you've been a victim of price gouging, or as they say, scan error. All right. So peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get right back to it. We're gonna talk about NATO, the Ukraine and Russia, and what's U.S. part in it. See you in a minute.